Well, well, isn't this a lovely little adobe you've got here, Emma? I must say it's quite an upgrade for someone like you. Thank you, Olivia. We're happy with our new home. I hope you don't mind if I make a few changes. After all, I'm your mother in law and family shares everything, right? Actually, Olivia, this is still our home. Elliot and I worked hard to make it our own. Of course, dear. But as the adult here, I think it's only fair that I have the best room in the house. The master bedroom suits me just fine. Olivia, Elliot and I will be keeping the master bedroom. It's our personal space and we have already settled into it. Oh, come on, Emma, don't be so selfish. You have the entire house. Is it too much to ask for a little extra space? This isn't about being selfish, Olivia. It's about boundaries and respecting our choices. Elliot and I have decided on the bedroom arrangement. You've always had such peculiar ideas, haven't you? No wonder Elliot's business is struggling with a wife like you. My choices and Elliot's business are separate issues, Olivia. This is about our home. Fine, Emma. Have it your way for now, but don't think I won't find other ways to make myself comfortable in this house. After all, family should always help each other, don't you think? Helping each other is one thing, Olivia, but respect, trust, and understanding are equally important. We'll see about that, won't we? Just remember, I'm always watching. I'll keep that in mind, Olivia. My name is Emma, and I live with my husband Elliot in a picturesque small town. We had always dreamt of owning our own home, and after years of saving, we finally purchased a charming Victorian style house nestled in a quiet suburban neighborhood. The moment we stepped inside, we knew it was the perfect place for us to build our future. Elliot had spent years working as a car salesman, but deep down, he yearned for something more. 2 years ago, he made the courageous decision to leave his stable job and pursue his entrepreneurial dream. He started his own marketing firm, filled with enthusiasm and determination. I admired his passion and supported him wholeheartedly, believing in his talent and potential. However, the reality of running a business soon set in. Elliot's marketing firm faced its fair share of challenges and obstacles. The clients were hard to come by, and the competition was fierce. As time went on, it became apparent that the family business was struggling to stay alive. This put a significant strain on our finances, leaving us heavily reliant on my stable income as a chef. I loved my job, but it was difficult providing for both of us. The pressure began to mount, casting a shadow over our previously loving and supportive marriage. We tried our best to shield each other from our worries and fears, but the tension was getting worse and worse. The weight of financial uncertainty hung in the air almost every time we talked. We both felt so much burden on our shoulders, which really make us grow apart. One Sunday afternoon, Elliot dropped a bombshell on me. It was as unexpected as it was disrespectful. He announced that he had invited his mom, Olivia, to come and live with us in our new home. The news caught me completely off guard as we hadn't discussed it beforehand. Elliot explained that as he was going through a tough financial situation, it would be nice to have Olivia around the house to help us out with all the chores. Plus, she could save up on her own rent and do the grocery shopping with us. And so, without any further discussion, Olivia moved into our home, leaving me feeling blindsided and uncertain about what the future held. Of course, I knew that it sounded like the best idea ever. We could save up time, energy, and money when we really needed them. But the problem was that Olivia was really difficult to get along with. She had always had the ability to find fault in every aspect of my life, whether it was my appearance, my lifestyle choices, or even the smallest things I did. Olivia would always find a reason to criticize me. Her constant judgment would create a toxic environment within the walls of our home, leaving me feeling emotionally drained and self conscious. As if her criticism wasn't enough, Olivia wasted no time asserting a sense of ownership over our shared space. From the moment she stepped through the threshold, it became apparent that her presence would create an atmosphere filled with tension and negativity. She basically declared that anything belonging to me now automatically belonged to her as well, as if by some unspoken rule. Well, well, isn't this a lovely little adobe you've got here, Emma? I must say, it's quite an upgrade for someone like you. Thank you, Olivia. We're happy with our new home. I hope you don't mind if I make a few changes. After all, I'm your mother in law, and family shares everything, right? Actually, Olivia, this is still our home. Elliot and I worked hard to make it our own. Of course, dear, but as the adult here, I think it's only fair that I have the best room in the house. The master bedroom suits me just fine. Olivia, Elliot and I will be keeping the master bedroom. It's our personal space and we have already settled into it. Oh, come on, Emma, don't be so selfish. You have the entire house. Is it too much to ask for a little extra space? This isn't about being selfish, Olivia. It's about boundaries and respecting our choices. Elliot and I have decided on the bedroom arrangement. You've always had such peculiar ideas, haven't you? No wonder Elliot's business is struggling with a wife like you. My choices and Elliot's business are separate issues, Olivia. This is about our home. Fine, Emma, have it your way now, but don't think I won't find other ways to make myself comfortable in this house. After all, family should always help each other, don't you think? Helping each other is one thing, Olivia, but respect, trust, and understanding are equally important. We'll see about that, won't we? Just remember, I'm always watching. I'll keep that in mind, Olivia. Her audacity was astounding. Though taken aback by Olivia's blatant disregard for what I've got to say, I managed to maintain my composure. However, deep down, I couldn't help but question Elliot's decision to bring Olivia into our home without considering the consequences. We were already going through a rough patch. Now it felt as if things just got way worse, and I wondered how we would navigate this new dynamic without losing ourselves in the process. Determined to find peace and regain control over my life, I took matters into my own hands. The opportunity presented itself when Elliot and Olivia made plans to visit his extended family for an entire weekend. It was a chance for me to spend quality time alone away from the toxic atmosphere that had ruined our home and focus on personal growth. Embracing the solitude, I immersed myself in researching home decoration ideas, scouring magazines and online platforms, and gathering inspiration to breathe new life into our Victorian style house. With each article I read, I began envisioning a beautiful new space that would reflect my own personality and desires. Then I set out to create a vision board, a visual representation of the home I yearned for. I flipped through glossy pages, carefully cutting out images that resonated with me, capturing the essence of the atmosphere I wanted to create. Cozy reading nooks, vibrant wall colors, and curated artwork represented the warmth and individuality that I completely fell in love with. Next, I researched different paint colors, soft blues for tranquility, earthy tones for grounding, and warm yellows for uplifting energy. I wanted every corner of our house to evoke positive emotions. With each stroke of brush, I felt so much better. I rearranged furniture considering their placement in a way that maximized space and encouraged harmony. As the days passed, our home began to transform much faster and more drastically than I had expected. Walls were painted, furniture was rearranged, and carefully chosen decor items found their place. I was so proud of myself with so much hope. I was actually looking forward to greeting Elliot and Olivia. They would return from their family trip to a transformed home. Little did I know that this event would challenge our relationships and change them forever. Unlike what I had expected, Elliot's reaction was completely disastrous. Upon his return from the family visit, I could sense the storm brewing within him. His expression was clouded with anger and disappointment as he confronted me, accusing me of disrespecting his mother. "I can't believe you would disrespect my mother like that, Emma. After all that she's done for us, this is how you repay her? I thought you had more respect." "What? All I did was give our house a little makeover." "Without asking my mom if it's okay? She lives here too, and you need to respect that. I can't even look at you right now. You have hurt her so deeply. She's going to be upset until you apologize." His accusations landed heavily on my shoulders, pressing me further into a corner. It was as if all the frustration and disappointment had transformed him into an entirely different person, one who had little regard for my feelings. The emotional strain was unbearable, and as he walked away, I felt like I couldn't even sleep beside him that night. As if things were not bad enough, Olivia said that if I didn't want to use the master bedroom, she should sleep there because she had always liked that room. I found the suggestion odd and unsettling. It seemed unnatural for a mother to sleep on the same bed as her adult son, and I couldn't help but voice my discomfort. Olivia, I find it really odd that you would ask for that. As soon as the words left my lips, an argument erupted between Elliot's mother and me. They didn't even let me finish my sentence. "How dare you question where I should sleep in my son's house? I've always loved that room, and you think you have the right to deny me? Who do you think you are?" "I didn't mean to disrespect you, but it just feels strange for a mother to sleep on the same bed as her adult son." "You have no say in what goes in this house, not anymore. I'll decide where I sleep. It's clear that you don't respect me or my place in this family." "That's not true. I do respect you, but we should be able to find a compromise that works for all of us." "This is ridiculous. You're always causing trouble, Emma. It's clear that you're the one who doesn't respect our family." "I am not trying to cause trouble. I just want us to find a solution that respects everyone's needs." "All I see is you questioning and challenging our family. You're trying to tear us apart. I won't stand for it." "I am not trying to tear anyone apart. I love Elliot and I want us to have a peaceful home, but we need to find a way to address these issues. I don't see how we can ever address anything with you constantly undermining us. Maybe it's time for you to consider whether you truly belong here." "I never imagined it would come to this. How could you even say that to me?" "Stop it, Emma. Just stop talking. We'll go to bed now. I think you should think about what you did today." The clash of opinions only left me feeling isolated and misunderstood. It was a stark reminder that our conflicts had extended beyond the boundaries of our marriage and were now almost impossible to resolve. Feeling defeated and emotionally drained, I retreated into a quiet space and let Olivia take the master bedroom. I questioned the choices I had made and wondered if there was a path to resolution at all. As I lay alone on the sofa, my thoughts raced, and a sense of grief settled over me. It became clearer and clearer that I had to leave. The weight of the conflicts became unbearable, and I reached my breaking point. With a heavy heart, I made the difficult decision to file for divorce, hoping that it would bring an end to the constant stress. That really broke my heart, but I held my head high and walked away. Little did I know that Olivia wouldn't let me leave in peace. She kept calling me days in and days out. It felt like my phone never stopped ringing, but I was determined to end this. I didn't pick up even once. Olivia's true colors began to shine through as she took her intentions to new heights. In an attempt to torment me, she shamelessly visited my restaurant, causing a scene for all to witness. Look at you, Emma, playing chef in this pathetic little restaurant, abandoning your own family for this? You're such a disappointment. Olivia, what are you doing here? This is my workplace. Please leave. Oh, I have every right to be here. After all, I'm just reminding everyone of the truth. You abandoned your responsibilities as a wife and a mother for this so-called career of yours. That's not true, Olivia. I worked hard to build a life for myself and contribute to our household. Spare me, Emma. We all know your true motive. You think you can control everything, but in reality, you're nothing without us. That's not fair, Olivia. I never wanted to control anyone. You've always been selfish. I can see right through your facade. This restaurant is just another way for you to control and manipulate around you. I bet she bosses you around a lot, huh? Olivia spoke loudly so that all my co-workers could hear her. The restaurant was getting busy and I wasn't sure what to do. People started to hear something strange and they would try to look over. I decided to stand my ground. Olivia, this is where I work. You have to leave now or else I'll call the cops. Well, someone needs to set things right. You think you can just walk away? No, you cannot. You have to come back to us and provide for us. You don't have a say in my life anymore, Olivia. I won't let your toxicity hold me back any longer. Her presence at the restaurant only confirmed her true motives, financial gain and the need to exert dominance. But I refused to be a victim any longer. Taking my matters into my own hands, I made a call to the authorities and reported her behavior. It was time to put an end to her toxic influence. Legal action became necessary to protect myself and reclaim my peace of mind. I decided to sue Olivia for her harassment, ensuring that her actions would have consequences. As the legal process unfolded, the truth of her motivations became undeniable and the court ruled in my favor. Both Olivia and Elliot found themselves burdened with fines and debt to pay for the consequences of their behavior. The financial strain that had once been my burden now weighed upon them, especially when Elliot's business was only doing worse and worse. They were bitter and angry, but I didn't care anymore. I knew that the law was on my side and I had nothing to be afraid of. It was a bittersweet victory, one that came at a cost. But as I emerged from all the drama, I felt a newfound strength and resilience within myself. I had taken a stand, fought for my own happiness, and in doing so had set the stage for a future that held a promise of healing and personal growth. I am so proud of myself and excited for what's to come. Now I could really focus on what truly matters and enjoy my life to the fullest.